before going to the next part, there is many people mix up the research process and the structure of a research article. That means the thing that okay, the research process, that is how to become a researcher, and writing research article are the same thing. But I request everyone, don't mix up. Why? You see, these are the steps to become a researcher. That means to perform a research from zero up to writing the paper. Here is a term, write a paper. Okay, it's okay. But this is the structure of a research article. So don't mix up. Why? Let me explain what is the typical structure of a research article. And yesterday, I asked on LinkedIn about the origin of this figure, because many people uploaded this figure in their personal website on ResearchGate, but no one is there about explaining this figure, and also the source of this figure is not known. Still, I am searching on it. So if you found, if you find this source of this figure, please tell me. So let me explain the typical structure of a research article. But we have another lecture, our full lecture, maybe 1 hour lecture on the structure of a research article. But here I will just give you a few flavors. That is how it is differentiated with the research process. The thing you see, the steps we see as a part, okay, of research process. Okay, you have this figure in your mind. Am I right? Just keep this.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is there any relation between literature review and present paper? It's confusing actually. At the left side, there are a number of connections.
This one.
Yep. Literature review to present research.
Present research means you are going to present your research in front of doctor committee or BSc committee or research committee or in the conference or anyone in front of anyone. You have to present everything. Am I right? And
yeah.
Okay, we maybe you missed the first lecture. We said that when you are going to do research, when you don't draw any conclusion, again you have to change your research problem, objective, hypothesis, and method. Again you have to collect data.
Kind of loop.
Yeah, kind of loop. Unless and until you achieve your target, then you have to again change the problem, objective, hypothesis, and again collect data like this. We explained this thing in the earlier lecture. That's why I did not touch it. Okay. So so this figure is in your mind. Am I right? Okay. So let me explain this is the research process. Don't mix up. Why I said don't mix up? This is the structure of a research article. See, the structure of a research article generally follows this thing. At first, there will be abstract and introduction, literature review, methodology, results, discussion, and conclusion. If there is any acknowledgement, that means somehow you received help from someone or institutions, like they provide funding or experiment facilities like this. You have to mention it there, or references of the related literatures or papers. The important thing is that if you just compare, I am not here to explain everything. Okay, abstract is all about the whole the problem statement, the methodology, main findings and principal conclusion is there. It is all about it will tell everything about the paper. And introduction, you have to tell in general why this topic is important, what is the topic, and you have to establish a narrow area where you're going to contribute, and what you did, you have to tell here in brief. Then in the literature review, you have to analyze the existing and related literatures or researches to show that there are some gaps or what they did, what is their contribution. You should criticize them. Okay, many things are there. And in the methodology, you have to explain the process of data collection and how you collect them, how you analyze them, this thing, and what you find from the result, you have to explain here. Okay, in the result section. And in the discussion, you have to say why your result is good and what is the reason. Everything will be there. Sometimes we put this two-part result discussion in the one section. And in the conclusion, you have to again repeat what is your contribution and why you do this, what is the reason, and you have to also put some recommendations and future research action here. So this is the structure of a paper. That means after doing a research, we have to write paper following this model. Maybe we can change the model. So if I claim that these two are different thing, it is still okay. But if I find some relationship between the process, research process, and the structure of a research paper, there are some relationships, but it is not directly the same thing. Am I right? Do you have any contradiction with me?
No.
No, you should. Sometimes you should contradict with me, okay? So that we can learn. Okay, don't agree always.
Okay.
Sometimes, okay, claim that no, it is you said the different thing. So if I ask you to draw some similarities, can you draw some similarities between these two?
Actually, research process is a total process how to conduct a research.
Yes.
And research article means, I think, what have I done to represent is the
The thing
representation.
is that, yeah, the thing is that there is a clear distinction. This is
Yep.
this is we have to do research, and after completion we have to do this.
We have to
This is
present
before,
our findings.
before writing paper, and this is for writing paper. Am I right? But there are some similarities. Like just keep in mind. Okay, what is the similarity? The method, data collection,
Methods,
and
data collection.
and this part will go to the methodology. Am I right? Okay.
Yep.
There is literature review. Okay, am I right? This will go
Yes.
there. And also there are, okay, topic selection,
Research problem or questions.
objective, it will go introduction as well as in abstract. Am I right? And analyze, hypothesis test, it will be go result and discussion section. Am I right? And there is conclusion, it will go to the conclusion section. And also there's things, present paper, write paper. This is not associated with writing paper. This is the that means every elements in the research process is directly connected to the research article. But keep in mind, they are not similar thing. Here in this course, we are not going to learn how to write a paper. This is a part of this course, but the main objective is that, okay, how to become a researcher from the very beginning. Are you clear our points? Don't mix up. Okay, at the end of the course or the semester, we will inshallah able to write this article. It's inshallah you can do it, but the target is not writing a paper here. Am I right? The target is to teach you the methods, tools, technique, what is important to become a researcher from the very beginning. This is the main objective of this course. So if you don't understand this figure today, it will be hard for you to keep track of this course. So if you have any questions regarding this, please let me know. Questions just regarding these two figures, not outside this. Is it clear? Clear distinction?
Sir, would you please describe the hypothesis again?
You are always asking questions which is ahead of our lectures. Am I right? The hypothesis, we have a lecture, full lecture on hypothesis and objective. This is question hypothesis. And if you ask question like this, it will be very hard to continue this lecture fluently. Am I right? Hypothesis, I said that hypothesis is the anticipated results of your questions. Just for example, okay, fine. You said that we draw the example. We said the example that, okay, where school dropout rate is okay high, village or city? Okay, you don't know, but you said, okay, the school dropout rate in village is high. It is not the decision after conducting the research. It is the decision you take before conducting the research, before collecting data, before analyzing data. Am I right? So hypothesis is what you, okay, assume before starting the research as the answer of your research question or objective. Understand? Joanna, are you clear? But we have full lectures on it. Okay, I always requested you to confine your questions related to today's lecture, otherwise it will be hard. Okay. So everyone clear the distinction? But there are some similarities. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go to the next part? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So after, just for example, you present paper in front of your supervisor or okay, your committee you accepted you, then you write paper following this structure. What you have to do later? You know, there are two kinds of publications, and there are many kinds of publications, but we generally focuses on two types of publications. Number one, conference. Number one, journal. Did you hear what is conference and what is journal? Do you know what is journal, what is conference? Anyone? The class should be interactive. You should not be kept quiet, silent. Do you know what is conference and what is journal?
Conference. Yesterday I joined a conference
Yes.
in ULab.
Yeah. Just tell what is the difference between conference and journal.
Conference is what I present. What I present, presenter present their paper by front of the audience, and
Audience, yes.
journal is already I present, and it is supervised and accepted by the professor, and then finally a journal like International or Scopotus published it. It is journal.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The main thing is that whether it is conference or journal, there is a review process. Am I right? You have to submit. You have to, okay, after doing research, you have to write the research. Okay. The second, okay, submission process is later. The thing is that in case of journal, you don't need to present, but in case of conference, you have to present in front of the audience, the TPC member, TPC chair. Okay, they will give feedback based on this. So the conference is good for the early research work, and you need feedback from the senior researcher. Then it's good. But when you write a journal article, you don't need to present anywhere. So after doing research, what you have to do? After doing research, you have to write it and following the guideline. There will be a structure. And after writing the first draft, then you revise it and you give it to the senior researcher, maybe your supervisor or your collaborator for proofreading. Then again, after the proofreading, you revise it, and then again submit. The paper is ready, then submit it. So what is the submission process? The submission process for conference and journal is almost similar, but for journal it is much more lengthy, and also it takes time. So what is going on there? If you write a paper, you have to choose a journal. How to choose a journal? Good quality journal. There is a lecture. Don't ask about it now. We have a vast lecture on it. Okay, then you submit the papers. There is an editor. I am an editor of a journal, not chief editor, but I am working as editor of a Scopus or Web of Science index journal. So editor assign paper to the reviewer. The reviewer's number is generally odd number, maybe 3, 5, or 6, 7, like this. Why? Because just for example, there are 3 reviewers, 2 reviewers accepted the paper, 1 reviewer rejected the paper. Then editor will decide whether this paper is accepted or rejected. Okay, so based on the review, editors will decide, okay, whether the paper is rejected. Then if the paper is rejected, then author need to find another journal, then revise and resubmit it. If the paper said that you have to improve the paper, so again after improving, you have to submit it to the editor. And editor, generally there is a rare case that editor directly accept a paper. Sometimes they generally ask for improvement, but after accept paper, the paper will be published. So this is the whole process. So I show you from the very beginning of research how to become a researcher from zero knowledge, and what will be the structure of a paper, and how to write a paper, okay, and then the submission process. So the target of this whole course is to explore every details of the things I have shown you.